Hi everyone, welcome back to Extension channel. 3/4 of year 2020 has just gone like in the blink of eyes. Most countries are still in the lockdown situation and the travel ban is causing a big hit to the aviation industries due to the global pandemic. Normal people like me are advised not to travel to anywhere for non-essential purpose. That's why I'm still staying at where I am before the lockdown. In this video, I will share a comparison among a few airline stocks. We will have a look at the big 4 airlines in the world, which include American Airlines, Delta, Southwest, and United Airlines. Of course, these are the major airlines in US, but I'm also interested to make a comparison with the Singapore national carrier, which is the SIA. As SIA has just launched Discover Your Singapore Airlines dining experience for customers. Surprisingly, the initial 900 seats are sold out within the first 30 minutes after the booking opened. Singaporeans are really supportive to their national airline carrier, right? To make it easier to compare, we will look at a few key metrics which I believe is important from the investor point of view. This includes the net loss, the cash position, and the net worth. As for investors, they definitely want to invest in profitable companies to hold a good stock in their portfolio. So we will also take a look at the EPS, earning per share, reflected in their Q3 earning release. However, the truth is, airline companies are not profitable in the year 2020. They are suffering huge losses for the past 3 quarters of the year due to the global pandemic. Also, airlines are burning cash every day to support their operating activities. In the US, airline companies began to present the average daily cash burn to measure liquidity in light of the negative financial effects of the pandemic. All airlines are having negative operating cash flow as they are not generating sufficient revenue from their flying business. They are still holding positive cash position as they have issued long-term debts to raise funds, as well as thanks to the government support program. Since they are not profitable now, airlines need to ensure they have enough liquidity to go through this downtime. The big 4 airlines, American, Delta, Southwest, and United Airlines, have recently published their Q3 earning release on their website for the period ended September 2020. American Airlines has recorded a net loss at $3.6 billion. Its cash flow from operating activity is negative. However, its cash position is still a positive number at $297 million. According to what it published, its daily cash burn rate is at $44 million, meaning every day American Airlines is burning this $44 million. Its net worth is a big red flag. It's standing at the negative $5.5 billion. Its diluted EPS is a negative $14.76. Now take a look at Delta Airlines. It is also suffered from a huge loss, which is a net loss of $11.6 billion, so much higher than American Airlines. Delta has a higher cash position, which is at $18 billion, so much better than American Airlines. And the good thing is, Delta Airlines is standing at a positive net worth, which is $3.3 billion. Its cash burn rate is also lower, only at $24 million daily. Compared to Southwest, which is also making a huge loss for the past 9 months at $2.1 billion, and having a positive cash position at $12 billion. Its cash burn rate is the lowest at $16 million per day, and its net worth is the highest at $9.7 billion. Its EPS as reflected is at negative $3.89. For United Airlines, its net loss is $5.1 billion. It still have a positive cash position at $13.3 billion. Its cash burn rate is $25 million per day and a positive net worth of $7 billion. Its EPS as reflected is a negative $18.91. In comparison of the big 4 airlines in the US, Delta had recorded the most loss. However, it has the highest cash positions compared to the other 3. while Southwest has the lowest cash burn rate and the highest net worth. If we take a look at SIA, Singapore Airlines, it has published a net loss of 1.1 billion Singapore dollars. Its cash position is still a positive number, which is 9.5 billion. This is thanks to the Singapore government support and also the right issue since the beginning of pandemic. Its net worth is a positive number, standing at $17.5 billion. However, its EPS is at a negative $57.20. The truth are, airlines are making huge losses in 2020 as a result of global pandemic, travel restriction, and closed border measures. They are able to stay afloat thanks to the prior 25 billion airline payroll support program in the US in March and the next bill. Airlines are supposed to be the beneficiary of the stimulus package. Following the news that President Donald Trump is ending the stimulus negotiation until after the election, which will be held on 3rd of November, airline stocks are still in the state of flux. These are the series of news or events that may affect the stock price, including the recent Q3 earnings release, the government stimulus package to the airline companies, and the outlook of travel demand in the coming years. This is very much depending on the success of the vaccine trial. However, do not be panicked because of the news. Before you buy any airline stock, you should be mentally prepared that there will be no dividend payout due to the losses that the company is making this year. This is clearly reflected in the earnings per share, which is the negative number. If you are aiming to buy the stock at a lower price, now is the opportunity. Just need to take note of their liquidity, which is their cash position. How long the cash can last to pay off their obligation, including the aircraft maintenance and the debt servicing. This is definitely important. If the airlines are not able to service its debt, they may have to bail out or declare bankruptcy. Be ready to hold the stock till the recovery of travel demand. This may take months or years. If you would like to invest your cash in the stock, you definitely doesn't want to sell it at a loss. These are the few key takeaways and some comparison among the few airline stocks. Comment below your view on the stock. Thanks for watching this. Do smash the like button and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned and see you again next week.